Now I shall discuss about the two important constituents of matter, that is the elements and compounds. Now elements. Elements are defined as the type of matter which contains only one type of particles, and elements can be classified into three categories. Number one is metals, number two is non-metals, and number three is metalloids. Now, what are metals? Metals are the elements that reflect light and has metallic luster. Non-metals, for example, sodium, potassium, these constitutes the metals. Non-metals. Non-metals are defined as the elements which does not possess metallic luster, and metalloids are defined as those elements which have the properties of both metals as well as non-metals. And in the periodic table, when we will discuss the periodic table in detail, then we can have a clear picture associated with the metals, non-metals as well as metalloids. And these metalloids constitutes the arsenic, bismuth, etc. Now I shall discuss about the compounds. Now I have told a short while back that elements and compounds both are homogeneous. Now I shall discuss about the compounds. Now what are compounds? Compounds are defined as those substances of matter which contains two or more elements, and compounds can also be classified into homogeneous and again compound can be classified into organic and inorganic compounds. Now organic compounds, I have just now told what are the organic compounds. Organic compounds are defined as those compounds which contains mainly carbon, hydrogen, as well as it may also contain oxygen. And inorganic compounds are defined as those compounds which contains two or more elements out of the 115 or some more number of elements that have been discovered so far, and this constitutes the inorganic compounds. Now we shall discuss about the mixtures in detail. Now what is mixture? A mixture is defined as the substance that contains two or more elements or compounds in the definite proportion, we can say, because some of the elements may be present in a fixed ratio than that of the other. Now on the basis of that, the mixture can be classified into two types. One is defined as the homogeneous, another one is defined as the heterogeneous. A mixture is said to be homogeneous if its composition is uniform throughout. Now mixture, one is homogeneous and another one is heterogeneous. I have discussed this thing a short while back. Now, what is homogeneous mixture? Homogeneous mixture is defined as the mixture in which the composition is uniform throughout. And similarly, the mixture is said to be heterogeneous if its composition is not uniform throughout. Now, heterogeneous mixture, I have already told a short while back that heterogeneous mixture consists of two or more phases, for a mixture of clay, sand and water. So, what will happen? If we stir it, then in the glass we will see a hazy and unclear liquid, muddy substance, solution, we can say. But on settling down, if we keep it still without being disturbed for some time, the mud and the clay will settle at the bottom and we will get the clear liquid above it, and hence we can get these components in the two distinct phases after some time if we do not disturb that particular solution, and hence it is said to comprise of two phases, and hence that mixture is termed as the heterogeneous mixture. Now I shall discuss the properties of the homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture and demarcate them. Now, what is homogeneous mixture? A homogeneous mixture is defined as a mixture in which the composition is uniform throughout. Now, I can write here, it has uniform composition. And the heterogeneous mixture will be defined as the mixture which will not have uniform composition. So I am writing here non-uniform composition. The second point of difference between them is a homogeneous mixture has only one phase, one or single phase. Heterogeneous, we will have two or more phases, or more than one phase, we can say. Now, example of homogeneous mixture is a mixture of salt, water mixture, and here the example will be sand, water mixture. Correct? So this is the point of difference between the homogeneous and the heterogeneous mixture. Now I shall discuss about the atoms and molecules. Now, what is an atom? Atom is defined as the smallest particle of an element that may or may not have independent existence. Now, and the molecule is defined as the substance that is formed as a result of the combination of two or more atoms. Now, there are certain atoms that can exist in the free state. Atoms that exist in the free state. Example, we can say helium or argon. Example, helium, or we can say argon. and these are termed as the inert gases, and hence they have the capacity to exist in the free state. On the other hand, molecules are defined as the substances that is formed as a result of the combination of two or more atoms, and the molecules may be classified into two types. One is regarded as the homoatomic molecules or heteroatomic molecules, or homonuclear diatomic molecules or heteronuclear diatomic molecules. Now, why one type is regarded as the homoatomic, another type is regarded as the heteroatomic? Now, the point of difference lies in the fact that we have certain molecules like which cannot exist freely, which exists in the combined state. For example, there are the atoms of oxygen, the atoms of hydrogen, they cannot exist freely. They exist in the combined state, and as a result of which the homoatomic molecule is formed. Now, the word homo means they have the atoms, two atoms of the same kind, same type, and hence they are termed as the homoatomic. Example is the hydrogen molecule, HH or H2 molecule. Another one is the heteroatomic molecule. Now, the term hetero itself signifies that it is the molecule that is formed from the two different types of atoms which combine together to form the molecule. For example, if we consider the hydrogen and chlorine, they combine together to form HCl molecule. So, from this we get the point of distinction between the two different types of molecules that are present